Hi, welcome to my channel, Ruby Stedman. I'm back from my 2 weeks off. So I'm gonna start with the tutorial on how to make these stitch markers. I showed before I left some that I did, and then I decided to start with this tutorial. That way you can use them as we work for our Christmas present. I recommend to use lighter beads. Plastic is the best because if you do a work that you have to place more than one marker, your piece starts to get heavier, so the lighter the marker is the better. So I'm gonna leave you here the list of material that you're gonna need to make it. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I do my video in Spanish and English, so if you receive a Spanish video and you like it, you can look at my channel and you'll find the English version of that video. So I'm gonna show you how to make some of these markers. So I've been using so far on all my work this type of marker, these ones. They're really good markers, but when you have to work in a piece and you have to pass the marker and work in the next stitch, this one's always on your way, and the stitch is a little bit loose. It's really, they're really I don't like to work with them anymore, so I decided to make my own little markers. I have all these from beads from the dollar store. They have some with the bigger holes. You need the ones with the smaller hole. That way they don't pass the little cramping bead. So I bought this one as well at the dollar store. I bought these crimp beads, Michaels, but I have some already in here that I used before. And I have this wire too from the dollar store. You don't need to spend a lot of money on this if you don't want to. I don't can find my little cutter, so I'm using these old pair of scissors and these to work these ones. So they're very easy to do, very inexpensive. You can go to the dollar store, Dollar Tree, or in Michael's, Walmart, and the stores that you can buy these type of beads and stuff, and you can do your own markers, and you will see how much easier it is to work because these don't take any space in between the stitches. You will love your new markers. So let's start making one of them. To start, I'm gonna pick the little bead that I want this marker. So I'm gonna pick, let's say, this one for the main, and then the green ones from here for the stopper, and then the cramping beads. So I'm gonna pick 2 of these. There they are. And then I'm gonna cut my wire. I don't like that. You can measure around any needle, depend on the size of the needle that you want to do this. You have to leave the space plus some for the bead. So even if you're making for this big needle, even bigger needle, you can do this. That's the good thing about this, that you can do marker for all your needle size. So always leaving a little extra for the beads. And make sure that you don't do a crease, because if you do a crease, these don't gonna be very useful to you. So I'm gonna cut it. And you don't need it too long, depend on the size of the marker that you're doing. And let me measure this one, that way I give you a this one measure a little over 10 centimeters. There. Yeah, 10.5 centimeters, and 10.5 centimeters are almost 4.5 inches. So you're gonna fold it here on the tip. Don't fold it in here. You don't want that to be folded in there. So you're gonna put the two ends together, and then to make it easier with these clamps, I'm gonna grab one of my cramping beads and I'm gonna pass it through. Oops. And of course, when you're in camera, this happens. Okay, let me bring it closer again. You have to pass the two tips, and to make sure that you pass the two tips, you do this. You see, the two tips are in there, and then you're going to bring it as close to the end as you want, depending on the size of the marker you're making. That is perfect for me. Later I had to make some bigger ones. I'm going to be having fun doing markers. So I'm going to press it in here. Now I'm going to pick my green beads. Now I'm a bigger bead. Try to make some of them lighter, because when you're doing a project and you have too many of these, if you put too many too heavy, you know, like glass bead, the work will be heavier. So plastic beads are perfect for this work, for this type of work. So I have to go to my manicure and cut my nails. So I'm gonna pass these two ends, so like that. Now then, last crimp bead, and again you have to pass it through the two of them. Like so. And you see they're both in there. You have to make sure. And what you do now, you clamp this tight. And in here, what you do, you cut it as close as you can to that cramping bead. That way these don't hurt your yarn. And that's it. Voila. You have your own. I'm going to show you how to do another one. So I hope the camera is a little bit closer. I'm going to measure this one. I know around the length that I want for this one. This one will be for smaller netting needles. I still have to make some bigger ones, and make sure when you fold them you don't squeeze the wire in the back. And I recommend to leave the tip one a little bit longer than the other, and that will make it easier for you. So you pass through the first one, and then the second one, you see, easier than the two at the same length. So this one I don't want it too big, I want a smaller one, so like that. I hope you guys can see. This will be for a smaller netting needle for socks and stuff like that. And I'm gonna pick a bead. So let me see. I'm gonna go for this clear pink. And you can use even a smaller size little beads if you don't like heavy work. This one is nice, but no, I'm gonna go with this one. It's nice and smooth. So I had to pick in here. I'm gonna go with the greens. Grab 2 of the green. I want to put it through here, and of course when you're in camera, there we go, very easy. And I'm gonna pass this one. Even when smaller ones, it will look really nice. Let me show you. This was one like this. Don't have to be huge. I'm gonna keep that one. I will make another one after. I'm really enjoying making this, so just to show you that you can use smaller beads as well. It's more difficult to work with my left hand. There we go. Since I'm right-handed, you see how nice and delicate this look. So I'm gonna grab this cramping bead, pass it through. You see, easier with one longer than the other one. So I recommend that the tips of the wire just a little bit different length, and that will be easier for you. So there we go. Cut it nice and short, and voila, we have a tiny little stitch marker. So I have all these smaller ones. This one just a little bit big, the wire. This one the wire is bigger, and the sizes start to change. I already have made a few more. You see this longer one for when I had to use more than one marker and I had to mark the special row. I will use these longer ones. So they're very easy to do. I already got rid of the plastic ones and I started making these nice ones. And these are very, very useful. I done a hat using this marker, and let me tell you, they make a big difference. So I made this one a little bit different, because when you work in the hats in the round and you decrease with double point needle, you need to have a marker that tell you that that's the beginning and the end of the row. So I made this one. This one is one of those special markers that will let me know when I have to start the next row. So I had to make a few more like this one, you know, a little bit different than the other ones. So I hope you like this video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make your stitch marker and you want to send me some pictures, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Stedman Crochet, or my Instagram, Ruby Stedman Crochet. Please share my video with friends and family. That way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye. And this is the perfect project to do it with your kids.